Right, we're going to do a screen replacement on an E-Machine's E442-V133. And I've already completely disassembled this once just to make it a little easier, a little bit shorter. I've taken the battery out obviously, so the next thing is to unsnap the screen, get between it, kind of work your way around, pop it loose, pull this part off the hinges. There are two screws at the bottom underneath the two little plastic cover-ups, and then the screen can be, the bezel can be removed. The rest of the screws will be underneath there. There's two silver ones that are on the inside holes, and then two black ones in the top corners here. I've already got those loosened up, so you just pop them out. Once that's disconnected, this can be laid down. The ribbon cable I've disconnected previously, that just pulls down out of there with the tape, and then the inverter at the bottom is just the two red and white wire that just pulls out of there. You gotta give it a little bit of a tug. It's not too bad. Once you've got that disconnected, basically you stand the frame up, and there's 3 screws on each side that can be removed with a small Phillips screwdriver. Take those out. I'm going to do the bottom ones first, and then the top will just kind of hang there. And the screen can be pulled loose. This one was shattered, unfortunately. The new screen from laptopscreens.com can be put in place. Here again, the trickiest part is trying to line up the screws and hold it at the same time. Put the two top ones in to suspend the screen. Pull it into place. Put the two bottom ones in. Again, you don't need a lot of pressure to tighten these, but make sure they are snug. Otherwise, over time, they will loosen up because of the flexing of the hinges. You have to flex the sides a little bit just to get the screw straight on before you can get it to go in easily. And once the screws are all in, just check them for snug. And plug your inverter in. Kind of a one-way deal, so if it doesn't fit one way, kind of look at your connection and turn it the other way. And the ribbon cable connects to that connection. You've got to kind of jockey it around a little bit to get it straight on. Once it's there, this should kind of support itself. And then you can put in your screws at the top. kind of pay attention to your little black wires for your antenna so that they don't get dislodged. Otherwise they end up getting pinched behind there and may cause problems with your fitment once you get the pieces snapped back together. They all have their own little guide that they sit behind. The black screws actually go on the outside. The silver ones go closer to the pivot of the hinge. Make sure that you get your screws straight in. They have a really fine thread and they can become cross-threaded quite easily. Regardless, the screen is in now. Remove the protective film. Make sure everything is tucked up in there. And then the bezel just goes over the top. And I'll have to fix that corner a little later. But then it just snaps back in around here. And then you put your little dots over the top of the screws, which I will do at a later time. But for now, I'm just going to plug it in and then test fire to make sure that the screen is working. Yep. Here it goes.